Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. I'm over here next to my dying friend Caleb. Got some bandages for him. Actually scoot some of this stuff down. Oh, I'm so OCD about stuff like that. Alright, anyways. Bandages? From the little man? Aye. And this is not treachery of some sort? I am not sure what to say. I have hated this mark against my family for so long. I thought it would finally be erased if the little man was dead. But these are not the actions of an enemy. Should my anger be aimed at those who forced my ancestors into battle? Or should I lay blame upon fate and leave my anger behind? I have much to think upon. I thank you. This Wolmar has nothing to fear from me. Perfect. So it seems like we kind of helped quarrel some differences here. Alright, so let me take a look. Because that weapon was better than the one I have. So I want to equip it, and my inventory is almost full, so I'm going to have to do some maintenance in a little bit. But I'll do that off screen, of course. I don't want to bore you with that. And this skill right here, what is this called? Forced March for the Warden? I love this, dude. Look how fast I get to run. This is going to be so nice for doing deeds and things like that. I may not have the sneak that I have on my burglar, but this Forced March thing is going to be great. And where am I headed now? Looks like this is taking me to Quarry, a new town. And we're finally going to be able to continue with the prologue. So for those of you unfamiliar with Lord of the Rings Online, there are all the quests in the regions, of course, but there's also what is called the main epic quest line, and the prologue is part of that. And it kind of takes you through more or less the path that the ring takes in the trilogy. So you'll go through the Shire, you'll go through Breetown, and then Weathertop, Rivendell, all that jazz. So we are about to enter a new town. I feel like we're finishing up the Shire. I don't know how many more videos we'll need to do all the quests here. And then I also have to do the deeds. But we'll see. Alright, and we are here in Quarry. It's actually a mining town. As you can see, it's a quarry. And there are a ton of quests over here. This guy, you can tell he's part of the epic quest line because his little quest ring is on fire. So first of all, let me give him his grandma's lunch. That's the most important part. Ah, so she talked you into delivering me lunch, did she? That Gammer of mine is a resourceful one. It's good that she sent you up here, though. Even if it was for something as small as bringing me lunch. There's been a lot of trouble in these parts. Okay, so let's talk to him. Lobelia Sackville Baggins has heard tell of goblins out in these parts. There may have been a few sightings, it's true. My sister is convinced that she saw... Well, it's embarrassing. I suppose I can trust you, though.
Could I take a moment of your time?
My sister Pansy, I like her name, it's Pansy, are you kidding me? She is a good sort, but she can be rather excitable. When she gets an idea in her head, it stays there no matter how silly it might be, and before you know it, she's convinced to half the Shire that it's true. She saw something out there on the Greenfields the other day, and she thinks, well, maybe you'd better talk to her about it. Folk have been seeing goblins on the edges of the Shire, but try and talk some sense into her for me, will ya? You'll find her wandering around the town square here in Quarry, stirring up the folk. I shouldn't wonder. Alright, cool. Got some decent rewards there. Let's talk to some other people. There is Lily Proudfoot.
Might I have a word with you?
The workers in the quarry broke through into a hidden chamber and released a swarm of spiders. I've never seen such monstrous creatures, and the beasts have taken over the whole quarry. I'm worried that the spiders might come out of the quarry and start spinning their webs in Quarry itself. If there's anything you can do to remove the spiders from the quarry, it would be a great help. I don't want my home to become a spider web. How would I get to the market? I like how that's the main thing she's worried about, is getting to the market. Okay, and here is that fearmonger, Pansy.
What do you need?
Hello there, there's something terrible happening in the Shire, and you need to do something about it before it's too late. I was walking on the grave fields looking for flowers when I saw a squat little man off in the distance. He was carrying a spear, and believe me when I tell you that he was a goblin. All of a sudden he dropped to the ground, and it looked like he was reaching into a hole of some sort. A rabbit hole, most likely. I was so scared I ran back here and told my brother what I saw, but I don't think he believed me. The green fields are out northwest of here. Maybe you ought to look into those rabbit holes yourself. Don't know what it was looking for, but it can't be good for the Shire. So she saw a goblin go into a hobbit hole. Apparently. Allegedly. This is the postman. I'm not going to talk to him yet.
Might I have a word with you?
My Aunt Prunella is as reputable a lady as you could hope to meet, but I'm worried that she might have done something a little reckless and could now be in terrible trouble. She'd been listening to that tunneling lass, and before you could say goblins in the Shire, she'd gone off to see the creatures for herself. I just don't know what I'd do if my dear old aunt actually finds goblins. Could you go look for her? Rumor has it that there are goblins in the northwest Greenfields. Aunt Prunella had a terrible umbrella that she carried everywhere, even on sunny days. So if you see a goblin with an umbrella, well, Prunella and her umbrella. Perfect. So let's start doing some quests here. Let me begin by killing some spiders in the quarry. Let me put on my run speed. Look at this. Oh my gosh, I'm so fast. I love it. And then let me switch to ranged. Let's start killing some of these guys. And we're still lagging. Still having a little bit of server lag here. Nothing too bad though. Nothing I want to stop recording over. Okay. I'm really enjoying the Warden so far, even though I feel grossly incompetent at playing him. I feel like there's so much for me to learn. I might kind of slow down once I reach level 15 and read up on a bunch of stuff and just try to figure stuff out. But for right now, I'm just kind of going along, pressing buttons. Not really too worried. Let me switch to melee. Okay. Let's keep killing these. Alright, let me go back to ranged. Got a few more to kill here. Oh, it looks like I have to kill different types of them as well. So it's not just any spider. I need to kill some weavers and 2 queens. So I bet they are going to be deeper down. In fact, there is a queen right there. You can tell from her impressive size. At least compared to some of the other ones. And looks like I attracted a ton of little spiders here. Let me switch to melee. And looks like I am in a little bit of a pickle here. Not really. It always looks worse than it actually is. And I think let me try this, and persevere. I think that heals me. Yeah, it healed me a little bit. So I'm still trying to remember all my combinations here, but I think I've gotten better. Still feel super incompetent playing this thing. I feel like a total noob right now. I'm pretty good on my burglar, but of course I've been playing him for years. So it would be kind of sad if I didn't know what I was doing on him. I feel like I do more damage when I'm ranged. Okay. And I still need to kill some stuff. Maybe I should go in here. Okay, so I am inside the quarry. Alright, I need to find these. I need weavers, and I need a queen. I don't know, I don't want to be wasting too much time killing stuff I don't have to. Although, I just completed a deed This is a hobbit deed for killing spiders. And what did I get here? Plus 20 might. So let me actually equip that. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot about all of this. I've been forgetting to put my class points into some stuff. So let me see what I want to do here. Vital points, this increases my bleed potency. And this is going to give me plus 5% Gambit Builder damage. You know what? I'm going to start with this for now. I'm just going to put some points in there. Okay. And then... what else can I do here? I thought for sure... where are like my... there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so it automatically equipped for me. Never mind, I have to actually put it down here. So now I'm getting another 20 might. And then over here, I don't really have any virtues yet. I'll start getting some of those when I do some deeds. So I'll worry about those in a while. Okay, so we got the Weaver here. And I should be doing a little bit more damage now from my gambits. Alright, I got the Queen. Or a Queen, this is the second one. Oh my gosh, look at all of these freaking spiders. Alright, let me get a heal going. Let me finish this one off real quick. Really, I should put like a bleed on one and then start working on the others if I want to be efficient with how I'm doing things. But I think I am done now. I've killed all the spiders that I need to kill. So let's head back out of here. And let me pony up. Go towards the right. Alright, so I've cleaned up the quarry pretty well here. Killed a ton of spiders. Let's go let the good townsfolk know that they are one step to being safe. One step closer to being safe.
Just a moment.
Thank you, Gibbon. The spiders are showing no sign of leaving, but your efforts in the quarry surely won't hurt either. Still, I wonder if I should move to Butchford. I've always gotten along well with the Bulgers. Better than I have with the spiders, at any rate. Alright, so she is satisfied. And now I need to search for a rabbit hole in the green fields. I can do that. And hold on, there's another quest right here.
Might I have a word with you?
I don't know what's going on with the animals in the Shire lately, but here in Quarry we've been having more than our fair share of troubles. There have always been bats roosting in dark places throughout the Shire. The hobbits know better than to go near them. Something has stirred up the bats though, and they've begun coming out during the daytime. They've even started attacking folk on the outskirts of town. We can't have that, Kippen. We can't have that at all. If you see any of those nasty creatures, I'd appreciate it if you could put an end to them. You'll find them especially to the south, in and around the Marich. I just wonder what's caused them to start attacking like this. Alright, so let me actually go kill some bats before I go to the green fields looking for goblins. Let's see. Alright, they should be all up in here. Alright, there's one. Let me switch to my range stance and start smacking some of these down. Need 8 of them. Alrighty. Let's keep going. I'm doing a ton of damage from range, which I enjoy very much. Need 4 more. Is that a goblin? Yes, it's a goblin. Alright, need some more bats here. My tab key is really loud, and I usually try to spam it when I'm looking for mobs. Gotta get used to the range, so I know when I'm too far, when I'm too close. Okay, one more. Sorry about that, more people knocking at my door. I just cannot record in peace, man. Keep getting interrupted. The worst part is that I have to remember to go back and edit that out when I have to leave my computer. It's a hassle when you have like 10 videos that you're editing and you have to try to remember. Anyways.
What do you need?
Thank you very much for your help, Kippen. I don't know what it is that's driving the bats out of their caves, but whatever it is, it's not welcome here. The sooner it leaves, the better. Maybe it's already gone, and it's just a matter of time before the bats quiet down again? Oh, I hope so. These pants any good? No, they're trash. Alright. I think finally we can go look for this little rabbit hole or whatever. Let's investigate the goblins of the green fields. See what they're up to. Okay. There is Harlow's here. Maybe he is going to play a part later on. First things first, let me find this rabbit hole. And here is one of them. I found a pointy rock. Okay. And looks like we're having some more lag here. I better not be disconnecting again, man. Alright, good. So many issues with recording today, man. I swear to God. I'm being less of a perfectionist for this series because there's just going to be so many videos. It's just going to be way too difficult to be perfect about everything. So let us see what this pointy rock is. I'm very curious myself.
Is there something I can do for you?
You found this inside a rabbit hole in the green fields? This is a goblin tooth. This confirms my suspicions, Kippen. It was a goblin I saw the other day. And not just any goblin, but old Golfenbull himself. You haven't put it together yet, Bounder? A long, long time ago, the Goblin King Golfenbull tried to invade the Shire, but he was defeated by Bandobras Took, the mighty Bull Roarer. In one swing, Bull Roarer knocked Gimfelbold's head, and it went flying through the air and landed in a rabbit hole. Golfenbull is back, and he's searching all the rabbit holes in green fields for his missing head. This is terrible. You'd best bring the Goblin Tooth to Bounder Brimstone at the watch office in Brockenborings, to the west of Scary. Hurry, Kippen. This lady is really drawing some pretty outlandish conclusions based on a tooth in a hole. How do you go from a goblin tooth in a rabbit hole to a Goblin King ghost searching for its head? I don't know. But let's go take this to Bounder Brimstone. Maybe he'll be a little bit more logical and rational about the whole thing. Let me activate the stables here, first of all, in case I ever need to travel quickly over here. And now, let's start talking to some people.
Might I have a word with you?
Have you heard the rumors yet? Friends of mine are saying that Pansy Tunley down at Scary saw a goblin on the Greenfield, and that there are sure to be more of them creeping into the Shire. This is terrible news. The grazing on the Greenfields is better than anywhere else, and I bring my sheep out there every day. What will I do if the goblins surprise me out there? I heard some goblins are particularly skilled with spears. I could use your pincushion before... I could be a pincushion before I even saw them. You'd be putting my mind at ease if you could make sure that there are none of those spear-throwing goblins in the north of the Greenfields, Kippen. I would feel a lot better if I knew there were really no goblins out there at all. So I have to kill some goblins for this guy. We can do that. It's going to be somebody in here. So we are at the watch office.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Why are you giving me this pointy stone? What? A goblin tooth? Is this a joke? Pansy Tunley thinks that Gulfinbull is wandering around the green fields, reaching into rabbit holes in search of his missing head? You think that she would have mentioned whether the goblin she saw in the green fields didn't have a head to begin with, wouldn't you? It does seem like a rather important detail. No, I'm sure her eyes were just playing a trick on her. Gulfinbull is long dead, and we've got no business upsetting people with the talk that he's come back. Let me see what I want. Guess this shirt looks pretty good. Let me put it on before I forget. And I got no more room in my inventory. Oh my god, that sucks. We've been under a lot of pressure lately from the folk in Brockenborings and the nearby villages, complaining that Mayor Whitfoot hasn't done more to deal with the problems in the Shire. Maybe we should make absolutely sure that Miss Tony's goblin is a figment of her imagination. There's a hunter of some kind who camps out in the greenfields. His name is Harlows, and for one of the big folk, he seems to be a decent enough fellow. Show him this pointy stone of yours and ask him to make what he makes of it. To find his camp, follow the wall east of Brockenborings. When it leaves the road, head off the path and follow the wall to a copse of trees. He might know what the stone really is. So we actually just saw him a little while ago. Alright. I was gonna see if he had anything else, but doesn't look like it. See any other quests around here? Seems to be one above the hill. Right there. So let me go see what that one's all about. The Plow and Stars. Looks like we're at another tavern.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Be welcome to the Plow and Stars. Stay a while and put your feet up. Try our famous Woolly Foot Stout. Good, isn't it? But let me tell you, I have a brewing problem that you might be able to help me with. The 4 Farthings Brewing Mood is coming up, and I want to make some of my best Woolly Foot Stout for the judging. But you see, I need my secret ingredient. I used powdered gypsum to take the bitter edge off the brew. Usually I order from the Quarry in Scary, not too far east of here, but it hasn't shown up. Can you please go to Scary and find out from the old Wilcom Tunley what happened to it? Much obliged to you. Alright, so another tavern keeper that we're going to try to help. So let me see. So we can go to Harlow's, or we can go to Scary. In fact, I think what I am going to do is, let's see. I think I'm going to head to Hobbiton real quick, and I'll show you why in just a second. Let's go there. I wish I could swift travel. I think what I'm going to do is turn in some tasks, because I have a bunch of trophy items here. All this stuff. I'm going to turn in the tasks, and then I'm about to level up to 15, and I said I was going to stop leveling at that point. Finally, I need some inventory maintenance. So I think I'm just going to turn in some tasks, and then I'm going to call it an episode, and I think the next episode, I'm going to do some crafting for you guys. Make me a nice set of armor, some weapons. We'll see. Let's see what I can conjure up. Alright, it's not too far. I'm not going to make a note to edit this out or anything. I'm going to look at some gambits. Let's see. Okay, so I guess what happens here is they kind of group them depending on what they do. So determination gambits, they're more defensive in nature, it looks like. Or never mind, it doesn't seem to follow any sort of pattern. Yeah, I mean, most of these are defensive, but then a couple of them seem like they're bleeds. I don't know. I'll look into all of this. So I'm not sure where there's another task board here in the Shire. I've only seen the one here in Hobbiton. I'm sure there's one in Mickle Delving somewhere, since it's the main area, I guess you could call it. So let's take a look here. Let me see what I have, first of all. I have some torn furs, but there's no quest for that. I have some matted furs, so let me accept that. I have some broken daggers. I can do like 4 of those, actually. And that's enough to give me my daily 5 limit, because I can only do 5 tasks per day.
Is there something I can do for you?
Okay.
What do you need?
And there you go. I am level 15, finally. So let me keep running back and forth and doing these broken dagger quests. Just need to do 3 more of them.
Hello?
Right. More.
What do you need?
And 1 more. Gives me a nice chunk of reputation as well.
Is there something I can do for you?
And there we go. And I think I've reached my task limit. Indeed, I have. And I think we're going to call this an episode. In the next one, you will see me crafting some stuff. I'm going to try to make myself some armor. I'm going to get on my burglar, make myself a weapon. And then we're going to continue adventuring. So I hope you're excited, and I will see you then. Thanks for watching.